What's up everyone, Chris here with another video. I'm making this video before class, so that's why I got the little fancy shirt on, but I thought I would make this video, and it's going to be the last time most likely that I ever make a kind of like a little mini series or something like that going over the basics of a Coyote swap. Now this channel started on a Coyote swap, yes, and the journey of the car has been a Coyote swap, but I've made videos over and over talking about, you know, where to go, what to do, what you need for this and that. Now I haven't answered all the questions to a Coyote swap, but I feel like I've kind of reiterated the main questions, the focus on it. So I'm gonna do maybe like 3 or 4 videos, and those videos are gonna cover everything that I have done, the parts, and where to get them. So I know it's a big deal, and where you're starting on a Coyote swap or any swap, you know, like where do you pick up and where do you finish? What is your goal and how are you going to get there? So today's video, I'm going to focus on the main part of the swap, and that is going to be this here dirty ass engine. So we have a leaf back here that somehow traveled all the way, so no more. It is now on the ground. So anyways, so today's part of this video, we're gonna start with the engine. Where did I get the engine? This is a 2016 or Gen 2 Coyote motor. So 2011 to 2014 had the Gen 1. This is the Gen 2, and now they had the Gen 3 out. So I think there might be different stuff with the Gen 3. I am not sure. I only know the Gen 2. Pretty much the Gen 1's more or less the same as aspects of swapping one in, and I imagine a Gen 3 is as well. So the only difference that I know between the Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 is this has better connecting rods and has a little more horsepower, revised heads. I think they're like the Boss 302 heads, and this one can handle more boost. So if you're looking from other YouTubers that I have listened to, they always say the Gen 2 is kind of the better motor to go with. I know you can go with the Gen 3. The Gen 3 probably has no problem. The Gen 1 has no problem. It's just, I feel like you can make safer power on these. So where did I get this? I went and got this through Tasca Ford. The control pack, which here's the fuse box, and the control pack is tucked away in this fender. So there was not a wire tuck, but a shortening of wires, I guess, to make it look cleaner. So we went ahead and put the control pack or the ECU in here. So I got this through Tasca Ford for $6,600. So that is like a saving grace of $2 grand, because these motors alone were I think like $7,000. I think I bought this 3 years ago, so 2016 is when I bought it, and it came shipped to my house. So this is a crate motor. This isn't a motor pulled from like Parts Farm or your local junkyard. This is a Coyote Mustang motor. It is not the F-150. I don't know everything about the F-150s, but I know you can do it, and it has more torque, and you can add Mustang cams, and I think you put out like close to the same amount of power as these. So you can go either way, and the truck motor is going to be cheaper. So the motor mounts that connect to this are the 4.6 motor mounts. So I went to Napa and got some 4.6 motor mounts, the original ones that hold your 2-valve, or I'm sure your Mach 1 or Terminator, whatever you're swapping it into, your 4.6 motor mounts connect to this perfectly fine. Now the transmissions that you can run on this bad boy is a T5, T45, the T5 Bog Warner. I don't know why you would want to run a T5. Maybe you're making like, I don't know how well they handle power stock wise from Coyote. A T45, like I said, I run the T3650. Now LMR, when they first did their swap, I believe they were running the T3550. I believe that's just a transmission that was for the Cobras. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I may be wrong, who knows. But I've been running a 3650, no problem. And you can run a T56, of course, with these, and that is my goal. Everyone usually runs a T56. They just handle power, they're ready for boost, and you don't have to worry about breaking it. Under the power I make, mine has held up pretty well. I haven't broken anything, but you know, I really want a 6-speed over the 5-speed because I just don't want the headache of something. The clutch setup I have is a Steeda clutch cable setup, firewall adjuster and quadrant, so you can run all of that with it, with the transmission. And connected to the clutch is a McLeod clutch, this Street Extreme clutch that handles, I think, like, it's rated for 800 torque or 800 horsepower, I think, for both. Got that from American Muscle. You can get these from LMR, the motors from LMR, American Muscle, CJ Pony Parts, Ford, Racing.com. I don't know, you can probably get it through Tasca still. I don't know what deals or promotions they have going on because I don't sit there and look, but that's where you can look for the motor. Transmissions, you can always buy a brand new one, or what I did was I bought my transmission from a friend of mine, but you can find these 3650s, T45s, and T56s all day long on any Mustang page on Craigslist or the Facebook Marketplace for like different Mustang pages. So just type in Mustang pages for like New Edge Mustang parts for sale or something, and you'll find tons of these. Like I said, I have a light McLeod flywheel and the McLeod clutch. You can get that from LMR, American Muscle, CJ Pony Parts, Lethal Performance, McLeod itself. So you have an array of parts, and the best place to hit up to find any questions, just give these guys a call. They're a shop, and they make the stuff that you need to do the swap. The power steering bracket, the alternator bracket, as this alternator spun around, this is the Boss 302, but I will get into that in another video. Are the guys at Power by the Hour, because that's pretty much the Coyote swap solutions. So right there, make sure to give those guys a call, because instead of like Googling stuff and you don't know what to do, they're gonna have the answer because they deal with these swaps every day. Or VMP Performance, who this car is tuned by, and the car runs well with the tune. So either company or Lund Racing, it doesn't matter. These guys deal with all these swap cars because they're out here racing and stuff like that, and they're building them and tuning them every single day. And a Coyote swap is like an LS swap nowadays. It's one of the most popular swaps, I'm pretty sure. It's come along a ways. So let's flip this around. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Like I said, any modular transmission can bolt up to a modular motor. So this is the Coyote 5.0 Gen 2, can bolt up to any transmission that is a modular transmission to motor, from what I believe. So you have your options, and I recommend T56, but if you just want a budget build for right now and you want a future plan for T56, 3650 or 3550, LMR, I think Road Race, their Coyote swap with the 3550, and I imagine Road Racing is a lot more hell instead of a daily driver on transmission. So right there is proven that it can handle the power, and I'm sure they were putting out over 400 like this one is. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. This is where to start and where to go. You got to start somewhere, and that's where I started. Where I started was I went and bought a UPR battery box from a event, and UPR makes suspension parts and stuff like that for a Coyote swap. But I'll get into that the next video. So anyways, subscribe for future content. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel out, and I will catch you later. Have a great one.